How bad was it the last few months? I mean, when you talk a little bit about Sam there, it was personal though.
I'm not a bullshitter, Brian.
Yeah.
This last year, to quote the Queen about 1997 for her, is Annibus Horribilis. This was just a horrible, horrible business year. I have my health, thank God. My family, thank God, is healthy, knock on wood, touch wood. But this was a terrible year business-wise. One of the worst years of my career. In some ways worse than 2000. I'm wealthier than I was in 2008, but in some ways worse, because there were things happening this year that I really could not have anticipated. And I made decisions that I thought were brilliant at the time I made them, and they turned out to be dumbfounded. And so that's very humbling. If you had said to me, if you had done this interview with me on September the 8th, after I announced the deal with FTX, I would have thought that we were building the next generation exchange, and we were going to have a powerful asset management enterprise. And I was going to create cross-generational opportunity for Sam and his colleagues with my 35 years of relationships on my network on Wall Street. Fast forward, we're in this debacle, and I'm untangling it with a bunch of bankruptcy administrators, lawyers, and M&A people. So, but here's the thing. That's life. Life is happening to you as you're planning something else. As Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. I've been walloped a few times. But I sit here before you as an optimist. I sit here before you as a resilient son of a bitch, and I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And I'm dug in, working, and I'm excited about the future.
I love it, Scaramucci. I love it. And when I was prepping for this, going through all the details, I was telling my guys here, I just appreciate, you always give it to us straight. When you were here in my studio and talking about what happened with you in the White House, I mean, you gave all the details and you didn't have to. And most people would have just omitted a few things.
It didn't reflect. And by the way, some of it didn't reflect well on me.
I know, most of it didn't.
Brian, how many kids do you have?
I got 3.
Okay, so I have 5. It's super important to me that my kids see all the warts and all the trials and tribulations. I don't want to hagiograph my life. I could step back and tell people, oh, I went to Tufts and Harvard Law School. I built 2 successful businesses, Ernst & Young this, Worth Magazine that, blah, 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 blah. But then you don't see all of the warts and all the pain and all the shit that you go through, And then the kids, they don't, they get nervous. They like to have too big of a shadow casting over them. I'd rather have them see the warts and all the strengths and the weaknesses, so they can say, hey, it's okay for me. I can experiment. I can fail a few times. I can get myself back up and on my road to figure things out.
What do they make of Dad?
I think they think I'm a pain in the ass. I think my oldest son said to me, there was some documentary called Mooch that came out. It's 2 kids did. It was sort of a funny documentary. They were doing it on entrepreneurship. Then they hit the jackpot. Because I went to the White House. Okay. And so this thing came out in like 2018. You can see it on Amazon. My oldest son watched it, say, hey, Dad, all the bad shit about you in that documentary, that is you. The good shit about you is anything that you liked about yourself you saw in that documentary, that's you. But anything you didn't like about yourself that's in that documentary, that's also you. And I think it's an honest assessment. I don't need them to think I'm the end all be all. I just need them to know that I'm a loving dad. I love them unconditionally. I will do anything I can to help their careers. But the most I can really do for them is to teach them to celebrate the successes of their friends and to find something that they really love in life to do so they never feel like they're working. The money, all the other nonsense, it's not going to be super helpful on their road to happiness. It'll help on the margin. It'll make it a little bit more comfortable. But you know that, and I know that. We both know that.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year is going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?